Everybody, Pam at the Paper Outpost here. Hey, do you have any of these 12 by 12 note scrapbook paper pads hanging around? You just want some simple ideas to blast through some of these pages so you can feel good about using them, whether you like the pages or not. So here's a quick and simple little project anybody can make, and here is Prototype, and it's just a quick little thing that you can either clip onto a journal page. Oop, got stuff all over the place here. You can clip it with a paper clip, which I can't find right now, or you could glue it on, that type of thing, or you could tuck it into a pocket or a tuck. Okay, let me give you a closer look at Prototype. Very simple concept. It's not super fat, so it easily fits inside a junk journal. And it can be a removable too. And okay, so the way I made this one, very simple, but I'll show you how I did it. Just an easy tie on it. So it opens up three ways. Let me give you room. So it opens up and opens up. And I kept the inside very simple. I just put it stamps with spring, summer, autumn, and winter. That way the person could use it for note writing, maybe during the different seasons in their journal. Add a little something, just a little inspiration idea. I kept it basic white, and I just hand drew with a ruler the lines with a very extra small Faber-Castell black marker. I guess it's called an artist pen, but I feel like it's a marker. Okay, so let's make some of these and let's use up some of those 12 by 12s that you may have those hanging around as well. Okay, let's do this. All right, so here I've got some, and I would say out of these two, I like the top two. I'm like neutral to really couldn't care less about the bottom one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a favorite. Okay, I'm going to say this is a favorite. I think that's really pretty, and I love it, and I want it to show. So I'm going to turn it over, and then I'm going to take this not so favorite, and I'm going to use it instead of for its design face. I'm just going to use it for thickness to give me a little bit more structure in what I'm making. These particular scrapbook paper pads are the thickness of regular copy paper, so about 20-pound weight, just regular piece of copy paper weight. So the first thing I need to do is stick them together. The easiest way I found to do this is with a glue stick, Scotch Create glue stick. Now you can sew them, you can glue them, you can use white glue. White glue will wrinkle a little bit. I think most glue sticks will work for this. Some of them, just be mindful around the edges that you get your edges, and you'll probably get quite a few out of just 2 pieces of paper. Oop. Okay, so just slapping down the glue stick. Yep. Lots of things get slapped down around here, and glue stick is one of them. Okay, here we go. All right. And now this is probably the hardest thing of the whole thing, is making sure you've got it lined up. So when you put this down, it's going to actually align. So let's see if I can do that. That's not one of my strong suits. Okay, do the top first. Get your edges lined, and then everything should go as planned. And just spread out from the center and check your edges. If there's anything really off, wonky, kilter, you can snip off a side or something like that. It happens. It happens. It's no big deal. Don't let it stop you from all the fun. All right, so okay, so first, basically bottoms up. Let's fold the bottom up. And if you align this side, it should go exactly straight across. So let's see how we do. Not bad, huh? Okay. And then it's a top-down thing. So let's go top-down. All right, and we're going to make like a flap. So basically what it's looking like at this point is just a big envelope. And you can stop at the big envelope point and just rock and roll from there, because these are really cool. You can put Happy Mail in them if you're mailing things to people. I don't know if this would actually work as your actual envelope, but if you're like giving people gifts and things like that, or cut it in half and you've got 2 nice size regular gift card envelopes ready to go. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut this in about 4 different sections. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to do it on my guillotine cutter. Hold on. And I'm back. Okay, so I have these. I picked random sizes. I did not measure. I just cut. And I think they're cute already. I mean, hey, we could just stop at this point and clip them in, and they would have a nice writing space inside to go to town. Okay, so just looking at Prototype, I used square edges. So maybe this one I will round the edges just so you can see the difference. This one might be a smidge wider. How wide is it? If you really want to know, it's about 3 and almost 3.5 this way, and almost 5 tall. It's a nice size to fit into any journal. It'll go in easily onto any page, clip on or glue on. You could glue the back on, boom, down, or you could put it in the center of a page. That would look cool. Have it open up. You could also put the colored side on this side, but I was trying to think of a way where we can use up our papers faster if we don't like some of them. So there you go. So let's take maybe some black this time. And I have this makeup sponge I use for the black. I have a dauber too, but today we're just going to use the makeup sponge because it's right here. All right, so that's making it look a little bit more vintage. And if you like the vintage look, inking the edges always enhances that vintageness of it. You don't have to ink, it's just optional. And I don't know whether the vintage thing, is that going out or is it still really popular? I mean, it's really popular with me. I really like the vintage look. I love the Victorian times and olden days and reminiscing and things like that, which are, I don't know, they just bring back a lot of cool memories. No, I'm not that old that I'm from the Victorian era, but close, okay? Close, all right. And see even how a little bit of the other one shows under? Yeah, I'm just calling that decoration, yeah. And I'm just gonna ink over that. And it's a layered look, and I think that's kind of cool. Now you can also do the inside. Just a quick inkaroo. Oh, what am I using? I'm using black soot, distress ink. Try to remember to tell you guys all the names of stuff. So in case you're looking for it, you can find it. And you can get the distress inks at most of the big box craft stores or online or in my Amazon shop or on Etsy, eBay, wherever. Pretty common. And you can also use makeup if you don't have this, or shoe polish, or if you're, I was thinking, why don't we use instant coffee, the way we dye the papers, why don't we use that to ink the pages too? I have to try that. Yeah, it's like a resource we have right there. Come on, Pam, use it. Okay, we'll try that one day. All right, so now I have this little weirdy fold. See the weirdy fold? Now we can either be upset with that or we can just use it to our advantage. And let's just play with this. Okay, so this is very white and stark, and maybe I don't want white and stark. What can I do it to make it not white and stark? Well, I can put some more color on it. Okay, let me just finish that. So I do have this, so I can go over that lightly, and that will amplify that. So now that all of a sudden looks a little bit more weathered and rustic. And I think what I'm going to do to even keep going with this whole, I don't know, I just think this might be a cool idea. Let's try it. I'm going to get a script stamp, and I'm going to ink some of it up, probably the wrong way, probably don't do it right. Toes curling, I know, all professional stampers out there don't look. Pam stamping, yikes. And I'm just going to do some background, because then I can do anything on this that I want. And that's kind of pretty, like that. Just random, different directions. Doesn't all have to be upsy downsy land. No. Okay, there we go. All right. So now we have some black and brown on the inside. And then what could we do with this one? Well, there's always a million and one things you can do with these. They don't always have to be the same thing, but I know how we do cherish writing space, and maybe we want to put some little pieces of writing paper in here so somebody could write in here, or maybe you want to put some surprise elements, like maybe it could be all full of little pockets. Hey, let's do that. Let's try that. Okay, let me see. What do I have here? What have I got? I've got this little pile of cutouts. Let me just pull a pile out. What do I got? What do I got? Bring whatever you got, Pam. Just put it down. Okay, let's just see what we have here. Just some random Digikits, but you can use any pictures. They can be your own drawings. Anything like that will work. Okay, so let's get the feel. The feel is like a red flower, so it could be nature themed. So maybe I want to go with some, oh, this is cool. Yeah, maybe I'm going to do a sideways pocket with you. That would be wild and crazy. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Okay, that there maybe. And maybe I do want to ink your edges a little bit, just so you pop a little bit against the back. And this is just goofing around, using up stuff, having fun, playing. So if you got some stuff that you thought, I really should use that in something, this might be a great way to use it up. All right, maybe I'm going to put that. I feel like I want a little pink. I want to bring in the redness from the front, and this time I'm going to use worn lipstick. Oh, and the brown, what was that? Walnut stain. There you go. Okay. And you can do these as fussy or as unfussy as you want. I'm just going to do the corners. Yeah, I feel like just the corners. Yeah. All right, so let me do that. Now I will glue down this sideways pocket of a rose. Which way does this rose go? This way or this way? Huh. I think this way. Okay, as if there's any right. Maybe I'm going to go all the way around. Yep, look at me. I've changed my mind. It happens right in the middle of crafting. There we go. So that'll give a little pop. So a surprise, easy little pocket. I probably knocked you there. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. This is Fabrifix glue, clear silicone glue, good for paper to paper, fabric to fabric, paper to fabric. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll show you what the bottle looks like in case you've never seen it. I know we have a lot of new folks that are just getting into journaling, so I want you to know what the stuff looks like. This is what it comes in, and it has a pinpoint opening, which is not quite pinpoint enough for me, so I put it into something called a Sugar Bells icing piping bottle, which has a thinner pinpoint, and you can get these at wherever they sell like baking goods, or I have a link also in the Amazon shop if you're looking for that. But very handy. And then, okay, so what are we going to do here? Maybe we're going to migrate up the pike and do some different things. Like, ooh, maybe you want, okay, we could do that. You're kind of cute. Look at, you're a surprise. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we could even make we could make a belly band out of you. A surprise belly band out of nowhere. Let's do it. Okay. Give you a little ink around around here. Yeah, just a smidge. Just a smidge. And you know, sometimes people wonder, what can I put in these things? I don't know what to put in them. Well, let's go over some ideas. We got lots of ideas. First of all, okay, let's anchor this baby down. And to make a belly band, all you do is you glue the top and you glue the bottom. And I think copyright paper weight is fine if you just put one small thing behind it. But if you want to put a bunch of things behind it, I would probably make a little stronger paper or double up your paper or use cardstock or something like that, just to give it a little more oomph. But this is a tiny little item. Okay, get you there and just let you settle in and call this home. It grabs pretty fast, but you have a second or two to move it around a little bit. Okay, and then we have this top place. So what could we do there? Well, we could do an uppy, right? That would be cute. Yeah, kind of like that. All right, so we have like Victorian rose and little boy from Victorian time. And this is a little, like a Victorian, what is that? A flag, not a flag, a fan. Thank you. There we go. All right, so maybe we'll counterbalance with the worn lipstick at the top. Now this one will be just a tucky that faces you when it opens up. So remember, your tucky is actually going to technically be upside down when this project is closed. Okay, but when you open it up, it'll be right side up because there you go. That's just how it works. All right, here we are. And we're gluing. And we're gluing. A little bit of Fabrifix glue, and it just grabs quickly, easily, and we're off and running. Okay, there we go. So we already have a a tri-functional doodad in here. And you know, there's nothing better than a tri-functional doodad. Everybody needs one of those, right? I picture one of those hawkers at the flea market. Come over, you can see the new Ginsu knives. I've got your, you know, tri-functional doodads ready to go at your, and remember, we have a whole bunch of these we can do. So there's lots of options that we have, but let's go ahead and just keep decorating this to give you some ideas. Okay, so you know, there's definitely different ways that you can close this, and you can also decorate the front like I did on this one. I made a little pocket on the front with a little birdie digikit, and just tucked in some fun bee knots, a little label from old apothecary days, some wedding, and some vintage rose. Okay, so I just tucked those little guys in there because they fit like in there just perfect. Okay, so off you go. And so now you can do a closure or not do a closure. And there's 1,000,001 ways you can do a closure. You could put a little clip on it. Okay. You could put a paper clip on it and clip it to the page. You could glue the back and glue it down. Or you can do the, you can punch a hole and just tie a thing. You don't have to tie, whoops, where am I going? I've already got all my stuff here. You don't need to get up and run around, silly goose. This is the regular crocodile. From Memory Keepers. Oh, and no sign. No, it doesn't say it on it. But this is not the 2. This is the 1. You can use either one, but I'm just punching a hole, and I'm punching the bigger hole. And I put a nail polish mark here so I can remember what the bigger hole is, because I use this one probably 99.9% of the time. And, whoop, no, here, up here. And punch the hole. Now you can leave it like that. You can put, maybe you made some faux reinforcements like I did. Okay, and then maybe you want to ink those up a little bit before putting it on, just to give it a little bit of distinction and definition. You could totally do that. And what you're trying to do is maybe create just a little bit, depending on how you're going to tie it. If you're going to use the brad way, which I did on this one, which I will show you. Okay. Pretty easy concept. I used an eyelet and a brad, a shorty brad. All right, let's glue this down. And I think we could just get away with running this over the glue stick. Okay, that'll give it a little strength. Okay. All right. And then, you know, you can even put one on this side if you want. Give it a little extra pizzazz. Maybe you've got these little things hanging around on your desk. And gosh knows I do. I've got tons of it hanging all over the place. So here we go. Let's use up what we got. All right, here we go. A little bit of glue will take you places you've never been. There we go. And we will stuff this and make it look cute. Take it to completion. We will take it to completion. So we're just relaxing and zenning today together, making some stuff, using up things we might have that are hanging around. Okay, now I'm just getting a crazy idea, and I don't know how I'm going to incorporate it, but let me see. I got this little metal charm key, and he's flat, so he's journal friendly. Okay, and I thought, you know, it'd be really cute. He could actually go on there, and maybe. Okay, maybe I'll try it. I don't know what I'm doing at this moment. I'm going hog wild crazy. Okay, I've got a gold thread, so maybe I will come back with a coppery colored one, just so it matches. Like, get you closer. You're like miles away. Goodness, come in for a quick look. All right, so I'm just going to take some of this. I just found this as I just cleaned out this drawer. Yay! I don't know, I'm going to take maybe 2 feet of it because I never really know how much to take. And I figure that's a good starter place. And this little guy, okay, we'll tie his little, we probably don't need to tie his little tuchus together yet because we'll probably cut some of this off. But let's try this. Let's just see. This is like crafting on the fly. Okay, we're going to come up from the bottom. I'm going to go in closer so you can see what's going on. We're going to come through from the bottom with a loop. We folded it in half, tied its little bottom together. Is that what we do? Yeah. Okay, but now, before anybody goes all fancy pants, we're going to take the end and we're going to thread it through this because this has a natural hole, which may work to our advantage. So if you don't have a brad and you don't have an eyelet, this could be plan B. Let's see if we can get, see now you should probably tie that thread after you thread it through the hole because you can't get it through when you tie the knot. So take that off and pretend you never did that. And we go again. Then are we through? Are we through? We're through. Yay, yay. Okay. Now before you pull that through all the way, let's take this and do that. Okay. Now it shouldn't go through because the key is going to stop it from going through, okay? The key is also going to be the thing that we're going to use to wrap around, all right? So if we close it up, and come around, and then we can go behind, whoop, drop my string, okay. We want to go around a couple times. I'd say twice would be good. That should handle it. There. Oh, and it's coming. There. I would say that's pretty good. That's pretty cute, right? Okay, let's just back up just a smidge. Just a smidge. All right, so I think at this point, I would maybe tie this. Yeah, give it a little butt end. Give it a little butt end. Yep. All right, here we go. I got it. Okay, there we go. All right, so basically, if you have something that you can hook onto, you should be okay. But if not, and if this goes weird, which it might be, let me see. You could actually twist it under the bottom one, and that will help anchor it, okay? So there's different ways that you can do that. Neither of these are great, but it's an option. All right, okay, let's see. Yeah, tie it around a couple times and get there. A little lumpy, not my favorite. I think maybe I'm going to try the brad again, and let's see if we can get this a little better. Yeah, we'll call that a big flopperoo. Yeah, no, great in concept, but you know, should have retreated and do it the other way, Pam. Okay, so we're just going to take this out because that didn't work so well. I think there's some way to do this. I just haven't figured it out yet. I'll work on that. All right, hang on. Okay, I have returned with a gold eyelet. I'm going to now place the eyelet. Eyelet is being placed in the hole. It's a 3/16 eyelet. I tend to buy those because I know the nubs, the fatty nipple, and the silver flying saucer disc, pretty much always reliable with the 3/16 hole. So here we go. Now the whole thing is, you got to remember that your little nipple has to go on top and the flying saucer disc has to go on the bottom. Yes. So you're looking top down. Don't try and do it like this. It won't work. Okay. It'll be disaster. You'll get stuck in there and you'll be there crying for days, wondering what on earth happened. Grab this thing. See that? Yeah. It popped out. Get back in there. Okay. And squish. It's pretty easy. It's not hard. Okay. So there you go. There we go. It kind of flares out like that. That's what it's supposed to do. Okay. Probably about 9 times out of 10 it works. Yeah. Okay, so now here you got a little raised area, and that is good. You may want to do one more, or it may be enough with your brad. You're going to have to see how much room is there. But if you don't have enough elevation to comfortably wrap a string under your brad, then grab another eyelet. Doesn't matter what one or what kind. Or you can even use a jump ring. That will work too. So if you don't have eyelets, you can use a jump ring. Let me try a couple jump rings. Just see, for example. Okay, you can use these basically as washers underneath your brad to give you more elevation. Okay, so here I'm just putting this there. Maybe I'll put 2 and see if that's too many. I don't know. Okay, so now I've got a little more elevation. Go here. See, I've got some space. Maybe that's probably too much, but let me just try one. Try one. Yeah, here we go. And then flip over here and then open your little brad. All right, make a little flush. Kind of bend it a little back a little bit towards the front page. That anchors it well. And then reposition it, tell where it's got to live. It's got to live in the center. Yeah, no sliding around, no loosey-goosey. Okay, so now you do have some length there. So now we're going to come back with this. Maybe I'm just going to leave that dangling because that's kind of cute and I don't really feel like taking it off at this point. So you could do this a couple of ways. You could have actually threaded this through first. Let's try that. It's pretty easy to take apart. You thread this through first. This is already here and you're rocking and rolling. So what you do is you do that. You open up the loop and you thread. Key and all. Yankety yank. Okay, now we're going to come back with our jump ring and our brad of choice. Now, brads and jump rings will give you a little extra girth, but if they're removable, it's no big deal. Yeah, okay, there you go. And that's very nice, right? Okay, so let's try that. Now I think we're doing good now. Okay, so now you can easily wrap around. There you go. All right, I think that's it. You just need the jump ring or an extra canceled eyelet. If you've never canceled an eyelet before, it's very easy. You just grab an eyelet, any eyelet of choice. Maybe one that you have a lot of extra colors of. It's not really going to show, so it doesn't matter too much. But basically, you don't take that tool. You take this tool, same thing, and you just put it in here without anything else. Okay, the eyelet is in there. Can you see it? And I'm squashing, and that cancels it. So basically, I've made myself a little washer, which will also give me some space. So instead of the jump ring, you can use an eyelet, a canceled eyelet. So that's kind of cute, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and tuck some goodies in here and just make it fun. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see. Zoom. Okay. So it just depends on what you have on hand and what you want to play with. Let's see. Let me open up a drawer I don't normally open up. Okay, so here's this drawer of weird stuff. So this is kind of a fun place when you have weird stuff and you don't know where to put it. Like, what's this? I don't know. It's like a little label something, but that's kind of cute. Maybe I'm going to put one up there because it's going to have nice contrast. And what else have I got? I've got a little saying. This is kind of cute. And maybe I can take this little saying and I can jazz them up a little bit. So you can take sayings or quotes or little poems and tuck them into pockets. You can take stamps and tickets and little pictures and all sorts of stuff. I mean, you are never out of ideas. I should probably read this first. Oh, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It was a pretty harmless book I got it from. So yeah, it's always a good idea to read the written stuff. Sometimes it's hard though when you make a lot of journals. So maybe I'm going to fold it like that. And maybe I'm going to tuck that here. Down here, maybe that's going to go in this one. It's going to be a little surprise note, little inspiration for somebody. Now I have a belly band here, so that means I can tuck something of, you know, substantial size in there. And I'm just looking through, what do I got? What do I got? Find something, Pam, find something. Hang on. So I have this cute note paper. It's just adorable. It comes in a little pad and I have no idea where I got it. I'm pretty sure it was in a grab bag somewhere. But what you can do is see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, you can fold it in half or fold it in thirds, which also looks very pretty for note paper. So let's see how that looks. All right, I can do this. I can do this. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to tuck that in there. Let's see how we, oh, I think that's cute. I mean, even if it hangs over a little bit, I'm okay with that. I think it looks like, it kind of tells the person, oh, there's something going to be there for me to explore. Let me open that and find out what it is. So you can make it perfectly inside, or you can make it dangle over a little bit, which I think is kind of cute. And that, whoops, drop something. Oh, and drop more. Great, great. More things for me to go find later. Here is a little, this is a sticker, kind of a fun little Canada sticker. Maybe I want to tuck that in there too. Or maybe I want to put that up here. Yeah, that's a cute place because that's going to be nice and safe there. You can start putting all sorts of things in here. Who knows? I mean, maybe you just got a fun word and you want to put a word down. Like here's a nice word, inspire. How about tucking that in there? Just letting them know that you want to inspire them. Maybe they want to take that out and put it somewhere else in their journal. Let me see what else I have here. Can I put any of these pictures? I would love to put a picture of somebody in here. Let me see if I can trim this down a bit. Come here, little piece of paper. So this is from the Bride's Digikit. And they're really pretty. And I think it's kind of fun to tuck pictures of olden days, olden times. And these are all very, very old pictures. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you fit perfectly. So maybe I'm going to put you in front. Yes, it'll be like a little nesting going on. So I have at least 2 things in each. And I think that's plenty for this little gimlet. And so it just folds back up very quietly like that, as if nothing happened. And let's see how this is working. All right, let's attempt this. I try and make it user-friendly, so when somebody comes along, it's easy to use. There, okay, I think that was pretty easy to use, and it's staying. And now, going to, woo, yep, that was something. Reintroduce it to a journal. You want to check that out, Sonny? And I'll put it here, that's kind of cool. You know, there's like so many options. I'll put it here. And I think for this, I will get a paper clip. And I know where all my paper clips are, and they're so organized, and it's so awesome, and life is good. I think I'll grab a green one. Why? Because I know where they are now. Yes, I do. Okay, here's one that it's got a little bit of green on it. You can see it. It's easier to see in real life. But that will give us something to clip onto. And if you want to get super fancy, super duper fancy, you can take a piece of scrap material, which I have, a plethora of. Yep, that's the word. The word of the month is plethora. I challenge you to use it 3 times today, and I'll bet you'll find places you can use it. Okay, this is just some really weird eyelash trim, or maybe it might even be something from Christmas decoration stuff. Not sure, but I'm going to use a little tail of it. Just dressing up this little paper clip, taking it to places it never knew it could go. And I'll snip your little wings. You'll be all right. You'll still be able to fly, little guy. I promise. All right. So now, and you have options here. You can clip them onto the top. There. And then you have that little doodad that sticks out at the top of your journal, which is kind of cute. Like, oh, there's something in there. I wonder what that is. Oh, look at that. It's one of those. Yeah. Now, I have no idea what you would actually call this thing. So I'm going to call this video, fun and creative way to use up some 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. And we have a million more we could do with this, and so many different ways you could use this concept. So I hope you had fun. And what's little Sunface doing? Come here, Sunface. Let's say hi to everybody. All right, yeah, be polite now, okay? What you got on your face? Why is that? Right when I want to show him, he's got something stuck to his face. Come here. All right, ready? Here you go. Hello, everybody. Love you all. Take care. Bye. It was a very quick one. It's bath day for my little lump of love, and so we're going to be doing that today, right? Yes. Now we snuggled back down to his little cushy place. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys have fun. Remember that you can blow through these papers that seem to, the scrapbook papers of life that just collect on your desk, and you had to have those pads, and you're looking for fun ways to use them up, but you're thinking, oh, I'll never do anything with that particular pattern. Remember that you can just turn them over and use this as your white canvas and create from there a million and one different things. So I hope you have fun with this, and I hope if you find value here, please like, subscribe, and share. Maybe you had some fun. I've got an Amazon store with my favorite tools and supplies, my Etsy shop with its vintage digital kits in there, sometimes journals and sometimes bundles as I make them. And sometimes they get announced and sometimes I just slip them in there. So if you're looking for a journal, I might just pop one up for sale at any time. So take a peek. I also have a free monthly emailed newsletter. And you get a free digital image, checklist of supplies, note from the bookmaker, junk journal tips, updates from me. And my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have a Facebook group, which I would love to have you come on over and hang out and play with us and make things. We do weekly and monthly challenges. They're not obligatory. They're just for fun and just to inspire you and see how other people are putting little bits and pieces together just to spur creativity for all of us. It's so much more fun when we craft together. So thanks for hanging out with me. I love hanging out with you guys. Remember that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. Till next time.